So hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So on today's vlog we are going to be covering the Cannock Chase murders, also known as Babes in the Ditch murders, where the Raymond Leslie Morris murdered 3 young children, 2 of them which he dumped on Manstey Lane in a ditch, where I am going to be showing you the location a little bit later on. A third one he did murder just a short distance away on Cannock Chase as well. Also attempted abduction of a 4th child. Now I am going to be doing a little bit of a paranormal, see if we can get in contact with these poor souls that lost their life. So it should be a good one. Let's get straight into this. So I have just driven to Manstey Lane here in Cannock Chase, and there's hardly any cars that come down here, so it was the perfect location for him to dump these bodies. Now you can imagine in the 60s there was even less vehicles on the road, and this would have been even more secluded. So he abducted these poor young children from the Walsall area and driven to here, Manstey Lane, where he committed these horrific crimes and murdered these 2 young children. And he actually dumped the bodies just a short distance down here along a gully that runs all along there. As you can see, you can't see it because of the overgrowth. Now that's what the problem was. They never noticed these bodies because they was actually in the ditch underneath here. Now I do believe it was a walker that actually found the bodies. Now it must have been absolutely horrific coming across these bodies. And he ditched the bodies just behind here, and there is a gully that goes all along there, and it was actually full of water. And you can just see how secluded it is around here. Absolutely terrible what this Raymond Morris did to these poor young children. Now, he abducted and murdered a Margaret Reynolds, just aged 6, went missing on her way to school in Aston, Birmingham on September the 8th, 1965. She was found dead in the ditch just behind me at Cannock Chase. Now there was also a Diana Tift, disappeared while walking to her grandmother's house in Bloxwich on December the 30th, 1965. Her body was also found in this ditch just behind me. Then there was a Christine Darby, 7 years old, abducted from outside her home in Walsall on August the 19th, 1967. Her body was discovered 3 days later, buried under the bracken, also on Cannock Chase. Absolutely horrific crime. Now it did spark a manhunt of over 200 officers. Now there also was a 4th victim. On December the 1st, 1964, in Leemore, a man believed to be Morris pretends to be an uncle of a 9-year-old Julia Taylor and persuades her to get into his car. She was sexually assaulted, strangled and left for dead in Bloxwich Lane, where a passing cyclist found her and saved her. Now, if it was 20 minutes later, the doctors said she would not have survived. So that cyclist found her just in time, or that would have been another one that he had killed. Now, with the utmost respect, we are going to try and make contact with Margaret Reynolds and Diana Tift, where their bodies were dumped just behind here in the ditch. Margaret and Diana, do you still reside around here? I'm sorry about what happened to you by that evil man, Raymond Leslie Morris, committing these horrific crimes. If you are here, would you like to come forward and talk? You can talk through this device here. So we have got the spirit talker on. If you'd like to come forward and communicate in a word or a sentence. Or we do also have this here with these nice little lights on. To us, it's the K2 meter. So we just had something come through the spirit talker. Let's have a look what it is. Take care of yourself. I will take care of myself, thank you. Are you able to say your name on that device and let everybody know that you are here? Are you at peace now? If you'd like to come forward, Diana and Margaret. Not here to harm you. You can also use this device here to change the colour. You could make it go up to a different colour, that would be fantastic. I've just got come through the spirit talker. Perdition, I'm not sure what that means. So it must have been absolutely horrific. Whoever found these bodies lying here. Now also, a note to add, there was 2 bodies ditched here. Margaret and Diana. Now it's only when they removed the first body that they noticed there was another body underneath, which had decayed a lot more. Now Raymond Morris did actually go to prison for his crimes, but he was only charged with the last abduction, but everybody knew that he had committed these murders. Where he did die in prison. Now, in my opinion, he should have got hanged. I am Damien. Damien the devil. Margaret, are you still here? Would you like to come forward? Communicate? Or Diana, are you still here? Some say you are the black-eyed children out for revenge. I don't believe that. I don't believe that these young children are the black-eyed children at all, because the black-eyed children are seen in numerous woods around the country. Let me just pick the K2 meter up and have a little wander up here. Let me just see what I've just got. Take a seat. Water. Now the water bit interesting because the ditch, what they was found in, was covered in water. It had filled up, obviously, because there's a big gully that goes right across underneath here. Obviously you can't see it because it's all overgrown. Was the water in the gully? In the ditch? Is that what you are talking about? I also have this device in my hand. If you'd like to come forward and touch this device, let us know that you are still here, that you reside here. And as you can see there, guys, look. absolute terrible gut feeling when you come here. I think it hits everybody's hearts when young children sadly lost their lives so young by the hands of this horrible monster. Raymond Morris, do you still come here? Does it haunt you? You still visit this location? Terrible crimes you committed? Have you got anything to say? Wrong area. So guys, just a little recap of what we had come through the Spirit Talker. Little girl sings, look. Sit and talk, hide, dark enter my ear, wrong area, water, take a seat, I am Damien, perdition, and take care of yourself. Margaret and Diana, are you here? Do you mean yourselves, little girl sings? We've got to change, look. K2 meter. Thank you for communicating. I'll tell you what, I've got a feeling all around me now. Like there is a presence here. Thank you for communicating on the meter. Changing the pretty colours. Contain. Are you able to take it up to the orange? You can use all your energy, or the energy in the devices. Thank you. Everything's in aeroplane mode, guys, so it shouldn't affect it at all, nothing. I'm getting some good responses here on the K2. Thank you for doing that. If this is Diana, could you change the colours, please? If your name's Diana, could you change the colour on this meter, please? Could you take it up to the orange? If this is Margaret Reynolds, can you make this device change colour? Let us know that it is you. You haven't got to be afraid. Come forward and communicate. So we did have some great responses on the K2 not long ago. It's going off again. Is that Margaret Reynolds? Is it you who's changing the colour? I'm sorry about what happened. Or if that's Diana, could you make the colours change on this device? Thank you. Could you make it go up to the yellow? Do you like that device with the pretty colours on it? Spirit Talker's gone very quiet. But the K2, I'll tell you what, I'm getting chills, I am. I'll tell you what, guys, we've had some great responses on the K2 meter and the Spirit Talker. We've had the woods and little girl sings as well, obviously relevant with the little girls. Now, we can't say for certain that these devices are right or wrong. We just use them and see if anything relevant comes out to where we are. I am going to pop the Spirit Talker back on. Start it again. The land. Yes, there's lots of land around here. Or was this the other child that got murdered? Would you like to come forward? K2 meters is going off as well. Does feel like there's a presence around here. If you'd like to come forward and communicate through this device, what is your name? Is it Diana or Margaret? Margaret Reynolds, are you here? Do you still reside around here? Static. Diana Tift, are you still here? Would you like to come forward and communicate? So I have been watching the K2 meter for about 5 minutes now, and it is getting stronger. Now just look where we are. There's nothing at all that should affect this device. All the devices that I've got as well are in aeroplane mode. And it's just a steady going up to the yellow and back down again. Spirit talker around. What do you mean by around? Around here? That's fantastic, communicating through the K2 meter with the pretty lights. Are you able to take them up to the orange? If you are present, could you take it up to the yellow for me? K2 meters going off again, getting stronger responses. I've got Jasmine, that's not one of the girls' names. Diana, Margaret, calling out to you if you'd like to come forward. Now's your time if you would like to communicate. Could you take this meter here, take one of the colours up to the yellow, please? Use all your energy. That's fantastic. Could you change it more? Are you able to use all your energy? Take it up to the orange at all? Spirit talker's quiet. Let's start this again. You can also use this device here as well. You can use a word or an whole sentence. Are you able to say your name? So guys, these horrific crimes was committed in the 60s. Be great if we had a response on the Spirit Talker of the 60s of a year. Are you able to say what year it is? What year do you believe it is? If your name is Margaret, could you say yes on this device here? Give me a yes. There's many others. How many others is there of you? Could you give me a number? Are there a lot of spirits? K2 meter keeps going off as well. How many others are there? Feels like the spirits around. I can definitely gone chills, I tell you. Is it you who keeps making me go very cold? Colder than normal? Are you around me? I'm an angel. Are you an angel now? Some kind of animal making a noise in there. I'm going shortly. Would you like to communicate before I go? Tell everybody your story. Knocks. Just got knocks. The witch is close by. A witch is close by. Are you able to knock back? Are you able to copy me? Diana or Margaret, if you'd like to come forward and communicate before I leave, that'll be fantastic. Tell me your name on this device. Raymond Leslie Morris, are you still here? Do you still come back here because it haunts you what you did? Horrific crimes. That was giving up then. K2. Is that you, Raymond? You horrible man committing those horrific crimes to the young children. Don't you like it that I'm shouting? When I mention his name, the K2 meter's going off. Electric shock. That's what should have happened to Raymond. Should have had the electric chair. Is that right, Raymond? I know everything about you. Foreman of a factory in Warsaw. Pretending you was a pillar of the community when you was just a horrible man. You don't like that, do you? Hopeless. You don't need to be scared of this man anymore. She will harm you. Who is she? Could you tell me more who she is, please? You don't need to be afraid of him anymore. Alice. That wasn't one of the names. Are you able to say Margaret or Diana on this device here? Raymond, are you still here? You horrible man. Scumbag. Do you like being called a scumbag? K2 keeps fluctuating. You are wise. Thank you. I do try to be wise. As you see, guys, there must have been hundreds of cars past here before they was actually found, and the bodies was lying in the ditches here. It's just horrific. How anybody can do that, especially to young children, is beyond me. So guys, that was a little look into the Cannock Chase murders there, where Raymond Leslie Morris murdered 3 young children. Margaret Reynolds, aged just 6, Diana Tift, aged just 5, and Christine Darby, aged just 7, and then attempted abduction of a 4th that managed to survive due to a cyclist. Now, Raymond Morris died in prison in 2014. He should have been hanged for his crimes, let's be honest about it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one, and catch you next time.